alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it.
Ooh, boy getting sweaty.
Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Yes, girl, speak up for yourself. We love you.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Hell yeah, bitch. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap? We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
Shut up, Monokuma.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Yes.
Shut up, you.
You
Whoa.
got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Okay! Monokuma!
Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Monokuma wants to get topped by
did?
fucking
She thought
Byakuya.
Mukuro
Gross.
was the
I'm
ultimate
offended.
despair. In other words,
Gross.
the mastermind behind
It's
everything.
true though, every
So
single
she
time that
killed her
Monokuma
to
has
try and
interacted with
stop all this.
Byakuya,
Isn't
he's
that
been like
right,
super
Kyoko?
like obedient
Yeah, I don't
every
like-
single time.
I don't like that, though.
No, but it
Mukuro
is
wasn't
true.
the mastermind at all.
I don't like it.
And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
No.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear.
I hate
Kyoko's gotta be
Hagakuri's
the
little
culprit.
quirked DreamWorks brow. Ugh.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Throw him under the bus.
Hell
Huh?
Dun, dun,
Sprinklers
dun.
didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Oh my god.
All it would take was covering
How
the body
could it
with a
possibly?
certain something to keep it from getting wet.
I've not gotten wet.
Certain something. What could it have been?
He's fucking answering the question. I appreciate you, Makoto, even though you're an idiot.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
I don't think Makoto's that smart. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer?
To be fair,
Well-
I don't think she's really trying to make you look like the killer. She's just kind of trying to get you.
And also, like, Makoto did just throw her under the bus.
That's true.
That's true. I forgot.
Tarp must have touched the body. Yeah, it would have gotten blood on it. The body.
Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer.
Dun, dun,
I have to refute what Kyoko said.
refute it. Do it.
I know refute. It's a kind of fancy word.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it
Here,
from
I
getting
can-
wet.
I was gonna say.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
That doesn't make
But the other side
any
of the tarp?
sense. Also.
It was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Nope.
You have 3 truth bullets, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I guess I should actually
By
look at
covering
them.
the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Oh, no, I...
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
Whoop.
is because the sprinkler got
That
that
is
side wet.
not what I
The
meant
other
to
side of the
do.
tarp?
It's... That's
It was
right.
totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body,
Of course it didn't get dirty!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting
so the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side because the sprinkler got that side wet.
The underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Wait, no, that doesn't make
Since it was
sense, does
facing
it?
down toward the body, of course it
There we
didn't
go,
get
yep.
dirty.
Do it.
No,
Oh,
but didn't get dirty is the one we need.
Yeah, what are your other truth
By
thoughts?
covering the body with the tarp,
Oh, it's probably body before
the
the
killer
explosion.
prevented it from getting wet.
Yeah.
And if not, oh well.
Yeah, body
underside
before
was
explosion.
totally
That's right.
spotless.
Because that side was protected from the... Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
There
Of
we
course
go.
it didn't get dirty.
Dirty. Dirty. Kermit.
Actually, one side being clean is
Our
pretty
body
strange
has
if
been
you think about it,
discovered.
Oh.
because the blood
Oh,
was
no.
dry before the
Oh,
body
yes.
got blown up, right?
Mm.
Yakuya said it himself.
Oh, Kermit.
Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Wow.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state,
You have some like powerful Miss Piggy energy, and I truly mean that as like a compliment.
That is a
Like,
very complicated compliment.
But like, I mean it in all the best ways. 'Cause,
Hell
like, Miss
yeah.
Piggy is probably one of the best fucking characters.
She's great. She's just kind of a lot.
She
To
is
deal with.
She is a lot.
What if the
When
very
you're having
blood
a
you saw in the
theatrical
body was
moment,
meant as a
you
kind of
lapse into
camouflage?
Miss Piggy a little
Oh, I guess I'm honored. I have to be honored. There's no other option.
Blood
bit. You
was
have to be. She's
camouflage?
basically just like a drag
Killer
queen
used the tarp to avoid
Yeah.
the
in the
sun.
Muppets, which is
Yeah.
I feel like
They
is
then
what all
covered
theater
the
kids
body with
aspire
blood
to.
that didn't belong
Oh,
to the
yeah.
victim.
So like,
Someone else.
Oh my god, this is getting very convoluted.
Get something like that.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
this is all
That's not
true.
what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
No. No.
Done. Done.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Missing
No,
chicken.
no. God, no. What? Please, God, no.
Chicken?
No.
when I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
You haven't been this
Yeah,
emotional
one on
about
the
death
left.
since
Oh, it's the little man
Chihiro's.
on the left. Oh God.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Did he get killed? You truly could not have thought that.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful.
Okay, Owie, coming in pragmatically. I mean,
Wonder if the
that's like
killer had
a.
to get the
He's
blood
right.
from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but
Just
even
game on
so,
does the dog
there's
die
one thing
because
that
does the
still
chicken
doesn't
die
make
is very
sense.
important. I don't care about the high schoolers.
You
That I
said
can.
the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Like the coat was on her backwards. I saw that.
Beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I'm smart. I can
think
do
so.
things. No.
You piece
Backwards.
it.
Makoto wears coats backwards.
The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened.
Stupid.
The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
It's just a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
At the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
if that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Ruh-roh.
Oh
Then you
dear.
had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Much like Makoto.
Yeah.
Suspicion falls back
That's
on me
true.
again. It's Kyoko trying to entrap me at the same time I try to entrap her.
Entrapment.
Entrap.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey,
For serious.
let luck decide. Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Christ.
No, not that.
Oh.
I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
I left the oven on.
You know that knife we
I mean,
found
I
all
guess.
black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first
Oh.
saw it. I just remembered.
Oh no.
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
Stab Monokuma.
Okay, let's go have it. I don't want it. What should we do?
Let's make Makoto keep it.
Oh fuck!
The knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
You don't
It's my
seem
knife.
surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
That I hit it.
It's just that I hit it.
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night.
I
thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
He pooped it out.
I'm convinced he did it.
That's how knives are made.
1000% convinced.
Yeah, I guess.
You eat a diet high in iron and you poop out a knife.
No, I don't like that at all. Oh, have you seen, there's a, I don't remember the source on this, but it was like an Ask Reddit or something involving a poop knife.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was some Ask Reddit or something, and it was like, I think it was like I Ask Reddit, what's the most embarrassing moment you've ever had?
Oh.
And it was like, I went over to my friend's house, and I took a really, like, extensive shit that wasn't gonna fit down the toilet. And I asked him where his poop knife was, and that's the day that I found out that not every family had a poop knife.
Whoa! Whoa! What? Whoa!
You know, the poop knife.
Whoa!
And the way that it was said in the thread was like it was like a sleepover or something, or like a guy's hangout, and then he shouts from the bathroom, "Hey, hey, could you hand me the poop knife?" And then everybody at the sleepover is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay, I don't. What would you even use the poop knife for? I don't understand.
You cut if you poop too big and it won't go down the pipes. Apparently, you use a poop knife to cut it in half. Is evidently what this man was saying on Reddit.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
If it's too big and it won't all go down in one piece, I could see using a poop knife, but yeah,
No,
it was
because it'll no.
just cut into multiple small chunks that go down. Josie, poop knife.
I've never taken a shit that has been like long shits happen. open, but they just go down the tube, right?
No, not if they're extremely thick.
How big would your butthole have to be?
I don't know, man. The human body is capable of many things.
Buttholes are stretchy.
Yeah, they are. This is like a thing. You ever seen someone take a bad dragon all the way up to the torso? It happens.
No, I haven't. But I have you.
So there's no question.
Getting stabbed. What are you going to do? Stab me? Quote from Man Stabbed.
Horrible man you are, Kuro.
What a horrible man. We're here. What? There's all this plot going on. We're talking about poop knives. Like.
I still don't understand. I cannot imagine having a poop with the girth required.
Just because I had
I mean, I don't know. I imagine if you're like a very tall or big person and you eat a lot of food, probably.
I cannot contemplate it.
Okay, I know what I have to prove here.
Okay, we'll help you out.
Stop talking about poop knives.
No, we can't talk about it. It really blows my damn mind.
It probably blows out their asshole too. So.
Well, it probably doesn't blow out their asshole because then it would probably be like diarrhea, right?
Yeah,
that's what
true.
that's what the shotgun blasts are.
I hate that. We be talking about poop.
I'm sorry. We'll stop.
Like,
now.
okay. You said shotgun blast, so now,
No, a shotgun blast is very many small pellets, so that would be rabbity poop.
No, what I'm saying is you have activated a trap card, and now I have a story I have to share.
Oh no!
Amazing.
Oh, we've activated your trap card.
I'm so ready.
This
First, we
guy's
gotta
so
figure
funny.
this shit out.
Yeah. So I used to work at Target.
Yes.
And I was up at the registers.
Oh my god.
And let me. Sorry, I have to.
Yeah, we have to do this first.
Darn it. Disguised dead body. Okay, I think this is the one I need to present because the knife is going through the jacket.
Oh yeah.
Is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that seals it. Look, just because I had the knife, that automatic. Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her.
Let's
so
hope this
there's
is.
no question.
Or I'll whiff.
Horrible man you are.
Whiff.
Fucking rude of you,
Whiff,
Hagakure.
whiff, 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 whiff.
It really is, isn't it?
if he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatic.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Boom! Nailed it.
You did it.
Yeah.
You worked
So
at Target.
yeah, and I worked up to the register, and actually I worked up at the returns desk, which has some extra responsibilities with it. Like, I get to do periodic checks on the bathroom.
No.
But anyways, one of the guy who was on shopping cart returns that day came up to me and said that a guy had just came up to him and said, "I'm sorry," from the bathroom.
Oh,
And
No.
like, so it fell to me to check this out, and it was horrifying.
Oh no.
I live in terror now, because now that I know that it is possible for a person's butt to just explode.
Oh no.
As in, this was up the wall.
No!
Like, up the wall, like
Oh.
a significant height.
Oh!
It was.
He must have just like bent over.
Just
and,
let it
like,
rip.
shot
I have
Oh.
no idea.
out him
It was the worst. I couldn't, I had to hold my breath to be in there because the smell was everywhere.
Aerosolized.
And yes.
Oh.
And I got to clean up that mess.
Oh!
Having worked as a custodian,
Oh, you guys.
Yep.
And then put the bloody coat on it, right?
I guess apparently when I was a kid, my dad went to Walmart and I really had to use the bathroom, and my dad tries not to go to the bathroom at Walmart, but I was a kid and I had to go. And he said that the Walmart bathroom had human feces just on a Harry Potter VHS tape, like someone had used it to wipe.
Amazing.
Like, what is going on in these, like, grocery store bathrooms?
That is amazing. There was one time, at the one place I worked at, the one bathroom, I specifically did not have to clean it, but there was a guy who had, an older man had, shat on the, just like the rim of the toilet.
Oh.
Victim was stabbed
Kinda
twice
missed
in
the
the same
toilet
spot.
bowl.
Oh, buddy.
No, there's no way that's
That had to
possible.
get cleaned up, and then there was a rancid bucket that had been used to like clean and mop, that no one ever bothered emptying out, which I knew existed and didn't tell anyone for fear that someone would tell me to empty it.
Oh my god.
So it was just like rotting in like one of the back closets that no one ever went in, and I knew it was there and I never fucking told anybody. So I was like, my fucking manager is gonna tell me to clean this shit, and fuck that. I'm gonna do anything else but clean that damn bucket. So yeah, that's my story. Avoiding responsibility.
Worst thing I ever had to do was waitressing at a breakfast place with a bunch of like farmers, and they would just like spit their chew into the coffee cups. So I had to just get rid of their chew, which was like, ugh, just do it literally anywhere.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but... What's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless. Then shall we continue the debate?
Oh, let's not.
The
I
victim's
guess.
fatal injury has yet to
You
be
keep talking about poop if you want,
Explosion
Byakuya.
didn't
I
kill her
can't.
for sure.
But working as a custodian?
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file,
I just ran every day.
Oh.
I like ran like 2 miles every day.
And more than that,
This is like, why would I
the
ever?
victim had suffered
And
countless
I
wounds
feel a
across
little
her
bad about it
entire body.
upon reflection, but like the at the time was so stupid to me,
Ah.
Then shall we continue
which
the
was
debate?
so rude. And
The victim's fatal. The explosion didn't kill.
I think, but like again, it just was like so bizarre. And now it's like, now that I'm living in the city,
evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue the victim's
scenic and beautiful, and
Oh god.
yeah, so that's kind of nice.
Have to do another loop.
So yes, I did, but I did not take advantage.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Hit on the back of the head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I wasn't like the most charismatic
Then
person
shall we
in college.
continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury.
I will say the one thing that made me realize that I was a bit of an asshole, who, well, we all kind of have that liberal college shit that, well, maybe not, maybe it was just me, but I had that liberal college shit that happened where, like, you just learn a lot about different things and you're kind of like, man, I know better than everybody, so you just kind of, like, want to correct everybody on everything, you know?
Oh my god.
And I did that a lot, and it wasn't really like ill-intentioned. I was just kind of trying to start conversations and was just curious and wanted to know.
okay.
Yeah.
And we're safe in assuming the
But I
bullet
maybe
hole
didn't always
head
approach that
killed her.
in the correct way. And one time in Istanbul, when I went there with my class, Laura, one of the people who he was traveling with, ended up staying with them one day when we were in Bursa, and she apparently had been doing impressions of some of the other people on the trip, and like did some of them for me, and I was like, wow, that's great, you know, like these are really good. And then I was like, you should do mine, and she like did mine, and it was definitely just like that, where
Oh my
it was
God.
just, and I was like, you're not wrong.
Oh no.
I wasn't like mad at her. I was like, no, this is true. But then I started to develop a little bit more of a sense of humor about it and have stopped being such a stupid idiot hard ass. So like, thank you, Laura. I'm probably never going to tell you that in person. And
Sometimes that's what it takes.
you truly will never watch this LP, but like, thanks, Laura. Her name was Lara, not L-A. Pronounce it.
Ah, so she's a tomb reader.
You have to pronounce, well, you have to pronounce it,
We already know.
and apparently the pronunciation is different, and I always tried really hard to say it right, and it always, I think, made her giggle. Like, I remember her, like, giggling at me once, and just kind of,
You've deduced
because,
the
like,
real
I don't
murder
know, I
weapon.
feel like I over-enunciate the A, probably, and saying Lara instead of Laura. but, like,
Lara.
I don't know how you fucking pronounce it right, but anyway, I'm trying.
Laura. Yeah, my mom's a Laura, so I always go Laura.
Yeah. Laura just rolls off the tongue for my Midwestern ass. but-
Lara.
Lara. Yeah. I don't know, man. Anyway, that was my story. I almost forgot that I just told it. There you go. Anyway, so ever since then, I've been like, wow, maybe I need to chill out.
We all learn things that make us better people eventually.
Well, you do. Sometimes you learn that you don't need to correct
Okay.
everybody every time that they're wrong. It's just the case.
Oh. Murder weapon for real this time, though.
Though, if you start talking to me about, I will say the one time that I will lapse back into that is if anybody engages me about conflicts going on in the Middle East, and then I will just kind of turn into just someone who rants for 45 minutes about how angry I am about a lot of things.
That's fair.
So, like, I do have my moments, but, like, they are controlled and pretty much only when people ask me for my opinion.
That's fair.
To be totally honest, so.
Oh man.
I could speak angrily about Saudi Arabia for a long time.
Okay, I am gonna run us into a dead end here because I'm not sure what they're looking for here.
Okay, so what's the
So we've got
prompt?
What's the real murder
real
weapon?
murder weapon. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. What are they? What have they been talking about? I don't recall.
Fuck it.
I got it.
Holy shit. Nice,
Mukuro was
Colin.
hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
Okay, titanium is extremely light, as are
Yeah.
arrows.
Something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
What the
That's
fuck?
impossible. Come on.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
This is some nonsense.
There's no
Dumb
doubt
bullshit.
about it.
There's no doubt about it, says Byakuya Togami.
That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master?
Arrows, well known for being heavy blunt objects.
Well known.
I'm just saying what I think.
Well fucking known.
One more secret. Oh god. Here we go. Half a heart. Are you feeling the pressure?
Oh god.
It's the bloody duct tape because it's supposed to be a bundle of arrows. Except that still doesn't make sense.
It's so weird.
It was in the dojo locker, right?
Right.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal.
It's a bundle.
Seems
Yeah.
like an arrow would just be too thin.
Do it. Nice. Nailed
This
it.
still is nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.